and gentlemen, and welcome to a Dash Discusses video. Guys, well, I said I was going to probably be doing some things different in the month of February, and here we are. We're already doing, a video we don't really do too much, these Dash Discusses videos. But it has brought to my attention that I think I should talk about this because there has been a lot of controversy over this topic, and just talking about it with others, I got a lot of interesting feedback and also a little bit of not good things, but that is what a controversy is. You're going to have people who are pro and against. As you can read by the title, we have Super Bowl 53, the aftermath. Yes, the aftermath. Alright, so how we're going to set this up is I'm going to talk about what I appreciated in the game, or my first thoughts, and then I'm going to talk about what I appreciated and what was a letdown, because there was actually quite a few of those, but it still was really good nonetheless. I loved it, but here we go, guys. We're going to talk about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so Super Bowl 53. First thoughts and reactions. I was pretty surprised, but at the same time not. So we got the Patriots and we got the Rams in the game. And, so, a lot of people, they've been going, against both teams, oh, the Rams made it in by mistake, oh, it's not a surprise the Patriots have already been in, a lot of Super Bowls. But, as I see it, the Super Bowl is about two teams, two games that work their butts off, keeping it PG, and go for, well, the trophy, the championship. And the Super Bowl is to, get people hyped for their teams and stuff, nonetheless how many times they've been in the Super Bowl. And, yeah, I thought this was an okay game, but to be quite honest, I think last year's I enjoyed a lot more better, Super Bowl 52, because I just felt like the game was a little more better played out. It seemed like this time, and what the announcers in the game were talking about too, there was a lot of defense throughout this game, and not really too much mid or anything like that. And I kind of have to agree, because it seemed like I was seeing either one team just, I don't know, they would go, I don't know, a few inches, maybe feet, and they would get knocked out, and it's like, wow, it's going to be a long game. And it was a long game. But at the same time, in the end, both teams played well. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that. But my best, plays and stuff like that, both teams did excellent. If I had to go a little more, I'd say the Patriots, and I was kind of rooting for the Patriots, to be quite honest. I kind of wanted to go for the Rams, but in my eyes, I kind of did see them kind of making their way in a little bit of a mistake. And why I say that is, well, the last game, they got in by a call, and it wasn't really a smart call, I'd say, and they ended up winning that game, and then eventually making it to the Super Bowl. And I feel like they just kind of made a wrong decision, they probably shoot, okay, we got the Patriots, and this isn't gonna end well. I don't know, it just felt short, it definitely felt choppy. I don't know, it kind of felt plain a little bit, but other than that, I gotta say it was good. Now, I'm going to talk about halftime. Oh boy, should I even mention halftime? Okay, so this is one of the controversial topics we're going to be talking about, and the second one actually. So the first one being the Rams making a mistake and appearance to make it to the Super Bowl. People didn't feel like they should have been in. I kind of was one of those people, but nonetheless, again, played a good game. It was very well done, but it definitely could have been better. Now, halftime. So we had Maroon 5 and a few other artists I don't really know. Big Boy, I think, was one of them. Yeah, and I don't know. This Super Bowl, I felt definitely kind of went down just a little bit. It just kept going down and down and down. It just didn't seem like anything new. It seemed like the stuff that they already have done in the past, and they just kind of mashed something together. But I definitely like the parts, I will say, to give a little more of a pro. I love some of the songs Maroon 5 played. There are like a few, I think two. One of them, Moves Like Jagger, and Sugar. Sugar, the reason why I hear that song a lot, and now when you make an intro for someone with quoting that song in it, it also starts becoming catchy. Sugar was definitely my favorite part of the thing. Now, this was the disappointment. So, the Super Bowl announced that they would do something for Hellenberg's passing, which is basically the man who made SpongeBob. They were going to do a dedication, or the song Sweet Victory played out in its entirety. And there was only 5 seconds of that. 5 seconds, which basically was an introduction for one of the pop artists that we seen played in halftime. And that was a letdown by a lot of people. And a lot of people were upset. Like, I think that night, just in that night, that was the #1 top thing trending on Twitter at the time. Me and my friend, one of my really good friends, me and her were just talking about the game, just be like, oh, people are furious about this whole SpongeBob thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh yeah, I said, just wait until the game's over, I think it's gonna get a lot worse. Sure enough, it did. But there is a bright side. Later I found out that the NFL actually did a moment for Hellenberg's passing. They actually played Sweet Victory. They actually played the actual clip from the episode. And they kind of changed the colors a little bit of the characters' uniforms and all that, which is actually pretty cool too. Where Super Bowl, they made their like own little kind of spew, which was also nice as well. But not to put all the hate on Super Bowl or NFL or anything. It's not, you know, whatever happened, happened. They tried to do something about it. But then the Mercedes-Benz Arena actually did play Sweet Victory, which I believe was before the Super Bowl even happened. So technically they did play it, but there was no one there. It was an empty arena. Yeah, kind of. However you look at it, yes, it's bad. But at the same time, it did work out that the NHL did play it at one of their games, which was fantastic. So full support there. But yes. So with that being said, I think that's enough halftime criticism. But on a positive note, it was semi-decent. It definitely did not beat last year's Super Bowl halftime show. Not by the slightest. But it still was enjoyable. I gotta say that. So, I give it like a partial thumbs right here. Partial thumbs. So, yeah, NFL did the best they could. They brought two teams together, and that's what we're there for, guys. We're here to see two teams go together and play a game that ends up being one of America's biggest game moments. And sort of a holiday, too, if you want to say that. American holiday. So, yeah. But at the end, some things did work out, and some didn't. But, you know, it's just how you look at the game, guys. And for me, I thought it was great, but it wasn't as good as last year's. And that's alright. Maybe come Super Bowl 54, which is in Miami next year, so 2020 in Miami. Yes, Super Bowl LIII will be there, and we gotta see what teams play there, and maybe things will get better. This is something actually I probably should bring up too. Commercials, I thought they were actually pretty decent. They were pretty decent. There were quite a bit of funny ones, but not ones that actually made me, like, extremely laugh. Unless you count NFL's 100th anniversary, little commercial there with the football, the cake and all that. Yeah, all that good stuff. An overall result, this Super Bowl was mediocre for me personally, guys, and yeah, all they can do is do their best and give us a game that we hope for, and just gotta look at how it is. I want to hear from you. What did you think about what I discussed in this video? Are you pro? Are you against it? And if you are against it, well then that's cool and stuff. You know, I'm just expressing my personal thoughts and tastes and all that. But if you do disagree on some things, I want to hear your comments, guys. So maybe I can get a little bit of an understanding of what you guys had to say. And if you agree, I want to also hear that too. So yeah. And guys, while we should mention it, yeah, we are trying to hit a goal to reach 500 subscribers. It is possible. We are almost there, actually. So, yeah, make the better of it, guys, because I got something cooking up for 500 subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys know that. You hit me right here all the time, and I love producing videos out for you. With that being said, though, this video's gone on long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on this Dash Discuss video for Super Bowl 53. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that notifications bell to keep updated with the channel for future videos like these, because we are going to have more this month. And don't forget to stick around for more gaming videos, reactions, potential vlogs, and podcasts, which soon will be cooking up relatively. But, you know, just everything's luck of the draw. Guys, that's all I have for you. So as always, I gotta dash, stay 20% cooler, and this is Dashy11 signing off from this Dash Discuss video, guys. Peace out.